All right, here we are with my tool that I made. So I have the Ford V6 4-liter 97 Ford Explorer. It's the overhead valve. I don't think it matters. As long as it's the 4-liter, it's going to have the same rear main seal. And this is what I'm doing right now. I'm just finishing with the rear main seal. So I end up making a tool to press in the seal so that it's just perfectly pressed in the same exact diameter all the way around. So this was an old idler pulley. I forget which vehicle, but you can see that's what it was. I just ground out the center part, and ended up putting a little plate in there. And so as you can see, it's got a little lip, and I've already measured it, and I'll show you instead of going on and trying to explain it. So basically, I pretty much already got the rear main seal pressed in there, and according to the manual, it's supposed to be pressed in flush with the block. And unless you have some sort of like precise tool, it's kind of hard to really get it pressed in flush with the block. So I don't usually buy tools. I try to make them if I can, and I made one this time. So here's how this works. So it sits in like that, which dang it, kind of hard to see. Just not much space here. I'm in between the motor and the transmission here, so bear with me here. Okay, so kind of hard. Dang it, I got stuff on me. Can't move around. I have to lie down in order to do this. Sorry. All right, here we are. Okay, so basically this is what I did here. If I can just get some light going here. Okay, so this special tool, it's 3 inches in diameter exactly. It's literally the exact diameter of the seal, and it's got about a little more than 1/4 inch of flat surface. This seal is the one with the insert sleeve, and some people take that sleeve out and install the seal by itself, but I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's a recipe for a definite leak. I think they're made to be installed with each other. Like, don't separate them. Even if your crankshaft is nice and smooth, if you want to preserve your crankshaft and install this sleeve, then get the other OEM seal. This is rubber seal. They make them with, I think it's PTFE material, which is like some hardened plastic that are installed dry. This is a rubber seal with a repair sleeve, and that's what I did. So anyway, so that sucker goes on like that. It still has a little bit of wiggle room, but so there's that part. And it's actually a 2-piece tool. Sorry you can't see, but it's kind of hard to do this with one hand. So, oh my God, the kitty. Okay, so all right. So basically, all right, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so there you see it. So you got the cut part of the tool, which you already saw, and then this is the back part of the tool. It's 2 piece, and I did it so that it has 4 holes, so it gets pressed in evenly all around, and that's it. Just easy stuff. You just get the 4 bolts up there, and I basically have it designed so that you tighten these 4 bolts, and they basically get maxed out and onto the end of the crankshaft. So basically I got that center surface that bottoms out on the end of the crankshaft, and that ring is how far the seal is going to be pressed in. And it's pretty much almost there. I just I do a little bit of customization to the cup so that I can get it to this point. But basically, I hear the actual tool made for this is like $100. So I'm not going to spend $100 when I can just make something. And it turned out pretty freaking good. So that's pretty much it. And what I'm going to do just to make sure that it's all even is I'm using an inch-pound torque wrench. And I'm just going to make sure that these bolts are all bolted with the same amount of torque. It really doesn't matter because of the design of the cup, since it's going to max out on the end of anyway. It's like basically I can't press it in more than a certain amount, no matter what bolt I torque down or how much I torque it, if that makes sense. So basically, yeah, this is it. So I'm just gonna get that's pretty much tight. There we go. Get all pressed in. Exact. And then once I think it's all like maxed out, then I'll torque it. So pretty much almost maxed out and pressed in completely. And once I'm done, I know the seal will be perfectly centered with the end of the crankshaft, and that's what matters. That it's lined up with the end of the crankshaft, not the block. Okay, because the crankshaft spins and it needs to be perfectly aligned with the seal. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit off on the block. Okay? So, yeah. There it is.